This is James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at NAB 2024. I'm here with my friend Michael Cioni, and he and his brother Peter have just started a AI-based startup, Strada. Can you tell us about Strada?
Yeah, it's a AI workflow cloud platform, which is like all the most annoying acronyms all packed into together. It's like too many buzzwords. But I actually think that's where a lot of tech is going to go. Platforms, more products that sell directly to the user, and a more consumer level of professional stuff. Because as everybody does more and more content, they get better at it. So they need tools that up-level them more and more. And I think, we hope that that's an opportunity for Strada to kind of get in the market.
What kind of services are you providing?
So we are using AI not to do generative. I kind of personally feel Gen AI is a little overrated, and Gen AI is somewhat concerning in some areas. I am not as worried as some people. Like, I really don't think it's going to... No Gen AI is going to do this interview. We're fine, right? But I think the best place for both manufacturers and creatives with AI is in utilitarian forms. Boring stuff. Stuff that's annoying. Stuff that no one wants to do. And that's like, if you think of a Roomba is like a little AI robot that understands how to avoid the cat and chairs, and it does a task you don't want to do. So nobody's saying, oh, this Roomba is taking my job. Who wants that job, right? So think of Strada like the editor's Roomba, right? It'll do syncing, it'll do analytics, it'll do translation and transcription and captions, and then it'll help you search. It's like having a Google level search for your own media.
It's all in the cloud.
Today it's all in the cloud. Why not, right? So we don't require people to come to our cloud for storage. We support today Frame.io, which is the best video cloud in the world, and then Google Drive and Dropbox. Those are very inexpensive, available. Instead of you having to pay for Strada as cloud service, you already have cloud service most likely, and we just can read your cloud directory, and then we can do our AI analytics, and your files remain in place, and then you can export metadata to Premiere, Resolve, Final Cut, and Avid, and then the editors can search. But if you're not an editor, which you guys do everything, but if you use Strada, then you can search by language and by words and actions and faces. And because you do so many interviews, it really would help you, because now you can go in the edit room and like just search by my name or my face or a location or a topic, and it'll pull all that media together and show you exactly where that media lives.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. So here's a cool example. What you can see right here is an image of, this is a commercial, and if I hit play, we can see there's a transcript of everything that is shown here, so it'll show us a transcript, but this little button down here says analysis. An analysis is an AI analysis of everything that the AI found in this clip, and these blue dots is every place that happens. So this is what the AI found, this is where the AI found it. So the way this works, if I go into the image here and I just search by an action like drinking. So the director says, where are all the shots where she's drinking? If I click on that shot right there, now I know somewhere in this take she drinks. If I open up the analysis, I can see the word drinking is tagged, but there's nothing in the channel until I look over here, and then I see, that's where it is. If I go right to that moment and I make this a little bit bigger, the AI knows exactly where the drinking is taking place, and it can instantly play that moment back. Here's an example in a reality show. This is like a Amazing Race type reality show where a lot can happen and everything kind of looks the same, and there's a lot of different examples where that happens. So we have a couple hundred clips here of this world, and if I wanted to find something like where are all the shots with the lake, it'll instantly discover something as easy to find like lake. But this image here is a tree, and you can see the lake happens later. So if I cut to that part, there's the lake. But I could also look for something more abstract. In this show, a person sprains their ankle. AI is not going to know sprained ankle. But if you think like an editor, well, what does that look like? Or a director, it looks like someone could take their shoe off. So if I look for something like sock, now I have an image. I can look at the bottom for sock, and I can follow where that channel is, and right there, and that quickly, in a sea of 18 hours of footage, I can find this sprained ankle moment with the help of AI. So this doesn't replace a job. It simply makes the laborious tasks in the producing, writing, story editing, and editing process faster so you can get to the actual editing quicker.
How does the model get trained?
Yeah, so it's a great question. Like, where does the AI come from? Well, today we're using several different models that are available that are kind of generic. We're starting with generic things: locations, objects, faces, actions, and even emotions, searching by happy or sad or crying or joy. And what we expect to happen is people are going to start wanting more and more specific things applied to these models. So our starting point is let the AI give us generalities, and to a lot of people you'll be like, this is close enough, I'll edit from here, I'll look from here. But I think it gets even more granular where someone says, I want to find, let's say you're looking for all the Zeiss logos. You could just search by Zeiss because you have the logo model in there, and it's not going to look for faces or objects or microphone. It's going to say, just find me Zeiss stuff. Then you can put together all the B-roll where Zeiss shows up, and like that's a quick way to find it instead of hunting and pecking, which is what we do today. So models will change, and I think people are going to get really creative about how to ask for more and more, and we'll just keep assembling them together.
Like characters named, character smiling, character crying.
That's right. Or even think about in sports, like a number on a jersey, and find me everything from player 12 when they do a free throw versus a three-pointer. AI can know the difference. But the problem is there's models out there that can do things like that, but they're not something we can apply in workflow. How do you do it? Does it accept ProRes or XAVC, right? Like in the model, the answer to those is no. Does it understand time code? No. So Strada is not just about taking AI models. We are putting them in a very user-friendly workflow tool so that you can just work in the file formats and the time code relationships you've always had, but you can apply AI into it when AI by itself doesn't understand polyphonic broadcast wave files, right? It doesn't know what that is, but we basically take the models and apply it in our AI engine to make sure it's professional video ready.
So this is really the connective tissue.
That's right, yeah, connective tissue. And the word Strada is Italian for street, and so we want to take the story from start to finish. We don't want to do one slice. A lot of cool tools, they do one little slice of the workflow, but workflow is about what the creative tissue, connective tissue, before and after, and that's our Strada journey.
And you're just getting started. I'm really excited to see where you go with this.
Thanks, Jim. We appreciate your support. We love DCS and everything you do for the community, and we're only in this 11 months. But I told my team after we won 3 Best of Show awards, which we're proud, we've cleared the tower. So we will remain in business a little bit longer, and we are only trying to control that which we can control, which is a little bit at a time.
Thank you.
Thank you.